Miroku. So many. Live, online, still sending data. Here it is, check. Okay. So, welcome to this evening's 1% class, and we'll begin in about 4 minutes, which will be 7:30. And today we'll be doing Miroku from Inuyasha, because for the next few days, actually, the illustrations that I'll be drawing will be from Inuyasha. So might as well just use the characters from the series and just explain the process of how am I doing and what am I thinking while I'm drawing. And choosing Miroku is a very good example. One is the simple designs, and 2 is the color palette. So the difficulty for Miroku will be more on the coloring phase, not so much on the sketch and line art phase, but we'll still go ahead and do this character for this week. Okay, just gonna drink some water. Sit around and we'll begin soon. Get all the brushes first. Every week, Tuesday and Thursday for me is also something out from the usual process. I'm using a new system, a different system, not new, a different system, and a smaller tablet due to the small table here in the studio. So yeah, I'm just really putting myself in this kind of very, I'll use the word uncomfortable, because it's not the usual equipments, so definitely there's a bit of uncomfortable in it, but hope that you'll see it. I'm seeing it as if I can do it, then whoever that's watching right now, you also can do it, because you're using your normal equipment. So if I'm using something that I don't use on a daily basis and I'm still able to draw, you who are watching and using your daily equipments that you have been drawing on a daily basis, if not, whenever you're drawing those equipments you're more familiar with, your results will be better and more consistent than mine. Okay, just do some warm-up. These few days this for the past 10 over drawings, I haven't been doing my warm-ups. Been skipping the warm-ups. But if you are new, if you're learning digital art and somehow your lines doesn't really connect well, especially when you curve, you can try doing this kind of scratches, lines, try to keep them really parallel with one another, not letting the ends meet. Mine is quite wobbly, as you can see. So yeah, just keep doing this lines and really keep them as parallel, and if possible maintain the gap. Do not press the shift. That's the whole point. Do not press the shift to draw straight lines, but rather stroke the lines with your hands and trying to maintain the gap consistently. As you can see, I'm not maintaining consistently. It's quite hard. It's really hard actually. Yeah, it's not easy. Okay, and then once you're done with the horizontal and the vertical, you can go diagonal from bottom to top. And if possible, try to do it long instead of just short lines, because the longer you do, you're forcing to use your elbow to draw instead of your wrist. Common habit, it's not a mistake but a habit, is that people tend to use their wrist to draw. But if you can use your elbow to draw, it allows you to draw a wider curved line or a longer curved line. Yeah. Okay, so you want to just keep stroking it. Going to the corner, it tends to be shorter. And same for the other side. You'll do it for left and right, and you can find, and the feeling is very weird because it's really hard. Even if you do it on pen and paper, it's also really hard, let alone doing it digitally. Okay, this one is going downwards. Almost done with the warm-up. Especially if you got new equipment. Either you change your equipment or you really just start drawing digitally recently. Yeah, you can try this one. It will make you adapt to your equipment a bit faster. Yeah. But you have to do it every day. Whenever you begin your digital art, just do it every day. Just see it as a warm-up. Like when you go exercise, just do a warm-up. Okay, 7:32 and we shall begin. Good evening everyone, again, for those who just joined. Today we'll be doing a male character. I'll try to alternate male, female, male, female, male, female. In between, probably I'll add in some animals. I'm not really good at drawing animals, but it's not my usual forte of drawing animals, but maybe I'll just put in if we ever have the chance. Yeah. If not, we will be drawing Miroku from Inuyasha for this evening. Main reason is because, one, I need a male character for this week. Two, I'll be drawing Inuyasha characters for the next few days. I'm planning to draw more of them, trying to understand this kind of very classic anime. Like, there's some beauty in their character design, so I'm trying to understand, especially their shape language and color palette as well. So since I'm doing Inuyasha for the next few days, the following lessons before I finish the series, those will be from Inuyasha. Okay, so let's begin. I didn't find any fancy angles and stuff as usual, because the fan art I always draw is just really drawing standing, facing left, right of the character, left when I'm drawing it. Okay, so again, we'll start off with drawing the circle. If you have been watching my videos, which on the normal days, not the Tuesday and Thursday ones, even on the Tuesday and Thursday one, I always start with the head, a circle, then I move into the 80% to the cheek, and really just drawing it up here. Then drawing the torso, my base is usually the same. If you go and scrub through the videos for all the past few drawings, unless they are really bending, if not, this structure, they're always the same. The slight bend to the torso and everything else. Okay, I'm just gonna shrink it a bit because I have some issues drawing the legs because it's a bit too low here. Then again, we are in the sketching phase, so everything should be kept loosely. You don't want to start tying things down even before you start painting. Try to keep things loose, more lively, more room to breathe for your lines. The head is kind of big, so we're gonna just reduce in size. Okay, and then we're gonna draw shoulder. I see myself pulling the shoulder further away from the body later on, not now yet, but later on, because you can see that the costume has very big sleeves. So if a costume have really big sleeves and when they're really close to the body, there's only one thing will happen. The sleeve, the shape of the sleeve will cover most of the part, or rather at least 1/3 of the body, the costume on the body. So I don't want that. So I'll be shifting it slightly away, breaking the anatomy slightly, and so I could achieve better visuals result. So it's very important. If you are a viewer from the past few streams, welcome. But I have to say, what you are about to hear, what I'm about to say, are usually the same things over and over again. Maybe slightly different because there are certain unique character traits or features that the other character doesn't have. Now I emphasize that part on how I approach it, but normally it's usually the same thing. Breaking the anatomy, refixing, making the lines breathable in the sketching phase, and look out for key features. So these are my thought process in whatever chibi that I draw. Chibi that I drawn on Tuesday and Thursdays, they are the same as the chibi that I draw on the rest of the days of the week. Yeah, the rest of the weeks. Yeah, what should I do? Okay, so there's no difference, there's no watered down version, there's no secret that is not revealed, that kind of thing. Everything's the same. Okay. Alright, so we're done with the body. That's my phone. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll put it behind. Okay, now we're gonna make a new layer. I always emphasize on single layer is when you're doing the line art as well as the coloring phase. But when sketching, feel free to use many layers, because once your sketch is set, like for example, you move on to the eyes, which you tend to erase. Even myself, I will always tend to erase, undo. Making a new layer will save the time because the foundation of the face structure and the body structure has been set, and I'm pretty happy with the results. So there's no point in erasing it. So that's why we make a new layer. Okay, so we're going to draw the eyes, trying to maintain the shape as the reference. Hopefully I could unlock some interesting stuff. I always see drawing fan art as a form of learning from the masters, because I can't really have them to teach me or explain like why they design a character in a certain way and why they use the lines in a certain manner. But when you try to do fan art and you're trying your best to give out the same vibe, not copying nor tracing, but rather just drawing in your own style but achieving the same vibe. Like if it's an angry character, I try to draw it angry. As a raging character, like a sad character, then you draw it sad. That kind, and then when people see it, they can catch the vibe immediately. Yeah, it really pushes you to just think on how you play your lines. It's quite interesting. Alright, so we have this here. Got a smile on his face, so he's smiling. Okay, maybe not. Try again. No, still not. One more time. Nope. It's too innocent. Try again. Yeah, probably open mouth. Okay, there's these eyebrows. I really like big eyebrows, so you always see me drawing really big eyebrows. I have a thing for big eyebrows. Yeah, big, bushy eyebrows. Okay. Alright, and after that, we're gonna draw the ear. I think he has some earrings. Just give me a second. Miroku. Okay, what's that? That one's kind of hot. Earrings. Yeah, he does have earrings. On this side, 2, I think. I think there's 2 earrings. This is closer. Yep, 2. Definitely 2. Okay. And he has a little ponytail. Okay, face is done. Make it lighter. New layer. Always remember to save. Whenever I save my file, I'll just mention it in the stream so you know that you have to save your file too. Okay. And now we're gonna do the hair. Hair is usually the hardest part. Trying to keep it with the same vibe. Trying to go with the classic style, which have this hair that's judging out by the side, but with a modern take. So I'm not gonna really just gonna do it the same. Let me see. If I just play the shapes a bit. I know I need to curve this area up here. Curve it downwards. The ear. Looks a bit like a girl, but hang in there. Don't panic if you draw a character that looks like a girl. It's okay, don't panic. Maybe with the help of the earrings, it'll be better. Kind of. Kind of. Okay, never mind. Still okay, still okay. Just tell yourself, it looks okay, don't worry. Everything will be alright. Oops. Come on. Maybe I just add a bit of here. Like this thing here. Okay, and then we have a little ponytail. It's going to the back. I like the shape. It's kind of cool. Boy, it looks like a girl. Okay. That is an interesting shape. But I don't like it sharp. I like it more curved a bit. Come on, yeah, there we go. Alright, and so we have the eyes looked out here. Come on. Something is weird here, but we'll stick it with first. Hope later my eyes can notice what's going on. Maybe it's too sloppy, like too slanted. So I think it's too slanted. We'll just curve it out a bit. Yeah, I think it's the main reason is it's too slanted. So I want to just turn this one here, and then I'm gonna erase this one. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay. Ooh, looks cool. Okay, I like it. Okay. Okay, we just leave it at ease first. Alright, let's move on to the outfit. So once the hair is done, same thing. Leave that layer. make it lower in opacity, and we'll move on, make a new layer, and then we'll do the costume. So going in, then we're going straight with tackle. Breaking down. I think I should slow down my pace. Okay, so moving into tackle the drawing. Number one, when looking at a character, do not be overwhelmed with the foldings, especially when there's a cloth is involved, especially pretty much the whole entire robe is a cloth and everything else. Don't be intimidated by the folding lines as such. These are just the flow, so it's okay. Don't be intimidated by those. We're gonna look in at there's a shape here, there's a rectangle here, there's a rectangle here as well. Okay. And then moving down to the sleeve, there's a rectangle here, there's a rectangle here, and there is I think you can consider his as a triangle. Very simple. Shoulder. Okay, don't worry about the purple area, later we'll move on to that. And there's a huge rectangle here. That's it. And the overall shape is also a rectangle. Okay, maybe 2 layers of rectangle, a big one and a small one at the bottom. So this is what I always see even right now. It's just that last time when I'm starting to draw, I tend to draw these kind of lines because I wasn't able to identify it as quickly as now. So I have to go through the process of drawing the lines, identifying the shapes, or rather when I was a student, the lecturer will ask us to do those just to start recognizing shapes, and don't let the content overwhelm you. So for you, if you are learning how to draw, you do have to go through this process of breaking down things, and then only by breaking down things and reconstructing in your own language, your drawing will be simple yet look complicated, that kind of concept. If you just purely take everything without any knowledge and you just straight away simplify it and put it on a drawing, you'll find that the shapes are not speaking with one another, and the drawing will look very chaotic, and as you draw you will feel unhappy, unsatisfied, because you don't understand what's going on. Thus, when something looks weird, you don't understand why it looks weird. But if you simplify things, and as you simplify and as you reconstruct, should you meet any mistake, you immediately grasp which area is wrong, and you know you have to rectify it immediately, rather than just blindly taking the pieces and reconstructing as your own. Okay, so now that we have identified the shapes, we'll go in and block out these simple shapes. Okay, so I'm gonna sort back the color palette, and then going in here to draw the shapes. There's a shape here. So now we're gonna really pull the sleeve out. So I really want it to read the shape properly. So I'm gonna do this one here. And I like my shoulders to be slightly curved, not so sharp. Okay. So sleeve here. Trying to see how I can just fake my way through this one. Here. Doesn't look as natural. Try again. Okay. here. Really trying to keep the lines. I'm not looking at any form of the foldings and stuff. I'm really just trying to get the line, the language out, and make it readable, or rather make it look really readable. It's very obvious. I'm targeting all these shapes and the rope here. So that's the next layer of rope, just slightly smaller. Okay, so once we have once we have these details, I'll start off with the more simple ones, which is the line over here, because at the reference there's some curves. I'm gonna do some curve slightly, as well as the bottom one. Just gonna do some curves. I'm gonna curve it properly. If not, it looks like a skirt. Okay. Let's see if I can't do it. It's giving out the wrong vibe. Vibe is very important, especially doing chibi. Probably I'll just stick to this one then, because the slippers won't be really visible, so I could actually afford to do this. Okay. Alright. So we have these shapes being blocked out. The slippers, we just draw one line across here. Later we just replace it with a brown stroke, just to show that it's a slippers. Now, as you can see on his right hand, there are some beads going on, and it's a very important detail to Miroku. So I'm going to change this line just to move backwards. So that it could expose the part of his arm, and we can draw the beads. I want to emphasize this part because it's very important. Although I'm breaking the rules, I won't say breaking the rules. Although I could just do it simply like this, cover it up, and it still looks okay because nothing wrong with it. I am throwing one of the key details of the character away. When we're drawing chibi, we must be very careful what details are we keeping and what details are we throwing away. The keeping part, not so, but the part that's throwing away is very important. There are 10 details, usually, or even lesser, on a character, for instance. 10. There are always a priority list. There will never be all 10 are the most important one. There's no such thing as all 10 are important. Probably 2, probably 1, probably 3. But if let's say you throw away the wrong details and then you put in the 4 to 10 inside your character, or maybe the 2 to 10 in the character, but you throw away the most important one, sometimes the whole character will just lose its vibe. Sometimes the character will feel that it's missing something, especially the fans who really like the character will immediately identify that, oh, where is this particular detail is missing, that kind of things. So when we are drawing things, especially like now, the clothing is blocking due to the reconstructing, the sleeve is blocking the arm. What we want to do is, you're the artist, you control your lines. It's never the lines control you. So shift it backwards, and then you can draw the beads over here. Maybe not all, but at least you still can draw the beads, something like this, for instance, where if I were to draw it here, most of the beads will be covered up. So when you're drawing chibi, please remember to take note of this. You are the artist, you control your lines, and make sure to keep the correct amount of details when drawing. Okay, so once we have this one out here, just gonna shift this one. It looks still will be weird, but yeah, okay, this one looks better. Alright. Now we're gonna move on to draw the beads. I'll just put this as a placeholder. He got a ring here. maybe I'll put slightly higher. Looks a bit weird. Let's right smack in the middle. Okay, and now we're gonna move into the rope, which there's a ribbon. Wait. So now we're gonna move in, and you can see there's this ribbon here. It's a triangle kind of shape, and there's lines like that moving to the side. Okay, so again, don't be intimidated by the folding lines. Don't be intimidated by the details within the clothings. We can always just draw lines similar to the flow. If it's going this way, it must have a reason, so you don't go and draw your folding this way, which is obviously wrong. If you want to draw any stroke lines, then you just either follow kind of this way. Maybe it looks a bit weird, but at least you're on the correct path. And with more practice, you'll kind of understand how to place it into your drawings. But without even having a reference to help you, and you just think to yourself, oh, okay, I want to start drawing some fold lines, and you insist not to look at your reference, and you start drawing this, I can tell you for sure, right off the bat, it's wrong. But if you do this, follow, but you put too many, but it's roughly in the same direction, at least it's not so weird. And of course, the most simple way is just don't draw at all. Just keep it as a big blocky one. Also can up to you. It's the amount of details you wish to enhance your drawing. Okay, I'll take some water first. So once we draw the ribbon, pretty much we're left with the weapon, and the sketching phase is pretty much done. Okay, let me just take a look if there's any questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Hi Smally. Hi DA Prodigal Zone. Okay, so far no questions here and here as well. So it seems like those who are watching right now, you pretty much understand the concept. Every week is pretty much the same thing, but with a different character. Pretty much every day for me is also the same thing, but with a different character. But one thing I can promise you for sure is, even if you're doing the thing every day the same, you'll find yourself improving over time. The results won't show immediately, especially we're always switching characters, and characters from artist to artist have a different style, so your results won't show unless, like for instance today, I did something way back in 2016 and I redraw it today, which is a Inuyasha character. Then you can really see the difference, whether do you improve or not. If I were to compare today's drawing with my yesterday's drawing, it's really just a different character. If you want to speak about improvement, I could say maybe close to 0, 0.001 or even 0.002. But it's a consistency that you keep drawing that you will become a muscle memory, and then you learn how to draw faster, and you'll start to identify shapes better in a more unique way, in a way that only you can start producing. Then you really know that, oh, okay, that's where you realize that you improve. So if you are new, you're watching first time watching today, take your time, don't rush. If you have been watching for the past, I think this is the 4th one already. If you have been watching for the past 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, be patient. I can assure you, even if let's say every week you draw one character, the improvement will not be significant. Maybe the first one, because it's your first time drawing, you realize that, hey, you did something new, it's very interesting, good. But the second one, the third one, the fourth one, you'll start realizing that they look pretty much the same with each other. Yes, they look pretty much the same, but deep down, they are slightly different. Your lines are more firm, your shapes are stronger, the readability of the character is getting better. But maybe to you, or maybe to the people around you, are not. But I can tell you for sure, even without me looking at your drawing, you're definitely making improvement. Yeah, so I'm saying this through experience. I'm not trying to make you happy, because I was rushing myself as well when I was learning. I felt that I reached my bottleneck when I was drawing my, I think my 100 drawing. I felt that I was like reaching the bottleneck. I felt there wasn't room for improvement. But when I look back on my 100 drawing to my first one, I see the difference. And that's where I knew that if I keep drawing, I will unknowingly, unconsciously improve. And with that, it applies to you, applies to anyone as well. You will improve. But if you stop, then yeah, you won't improve. Okay, so now we're talking. Whew, let's do the ribbon. So I'm just gonna make a new layer because it's on top. It says stacking. So if you're drawing digitally, which I think everyone should be drawing digitally. If you're drawing traditionally, then a bit hard. But if you're drawing digitally, make a new layer. Imagine this is a deck of cards. You're stacking and stacking, or Lego. You're stacking and stacking, or even Barbie doll. You're drawing. You have the doll. You wear the T-shirt, and now you're gonna put on the jacket, that kind of thing. So make a new layer, stack it up. So we're gonna draw a line here, slightly lower. Then slanted, a bit of lines, and then just gonna draw the ribbon here, which is over. Stroke lines. So even for me, you can see I don't really understand what lines are, like why is it here and not there, that kind of thing. But I'm just following the flow of the reference, as well as there's a purple. The rope here, and the beast is over here, as well as a weapon. So if you're doing a digital, there's one good thing is same thing, make a new layer. Just press shift and just draw it straight down. Press shift again and draw it straight down. So you have a pole. And now we're going to do the weapon. Let me just shift it here a bit so I got some space up here. Then gonna just curve it here, circular, with some edge by the side, some sharp edge. All these are placeholder. I repeat, placeholder means that it's a rough idea. The shape, the outer line is here, and there's some rings going on. We're not going in to do the details, but we're just gonna do something similar. Okay, and just thicken out the pole a bit, so it doesn't look that stiff. In the middle here, there's some beads here. Alright. Okay. With that, we're going to transform it. I'm just going to place it in his hand. So it looks big, looks right, but it doesn't look cute. So, and it's blocking some details. So for me, what I'll do is just going to cut it, put here, slightly lower. Match it up first. Because to me, everything needs to be cute. Because if it looks right, but it doesn't look nice or cute, I like to change it up. Okay. So the difference here. Flip it. See if I could just slant it even more so that it's not blocked with the face not so near. Oh, okay, this looks good. Alright, I'm just gonna increase the opacity. Flip your canvas. Always flip your canvas. Don't flip the canvas. Make sure to flip the canvas and see the shape. So immediately once I flip, I identify that this was too straight. So I need to do something about it. Oops. So, oops. Layer 7. See, this is what happens if you don't name your layers. You just on and off, on and off. Really not a good example for this part. Okay, and then here, I want it to be more interesting. Is this shape better? It's kind of cute. Okay, I'll use this. Okay, so that's why make sure to on and off your layers, and not on, make sure to flip your canvas so you can see if everything reads plain, boring. Are the shapes not speaking to you? Are the lines not speaking to you? If they are not, feel free to change it up, feel free to swap it up. Like, the more I stare at this ponytail, it looks kind of weird. Change it up. Oh, okay, it looks better. Yeah, so yeah, just change it up, because you are the artist. You're really drawing off emotions. We're not really doing an equation here. We're doing something based off emotions, but controlled emotions. So if you ever see certain parts doesn't look right, now is the time to edit. Do not wait till Lineart and edit. Do not wait till painting then edit. That'll be too late, in a sense that it will take longer to get it right. It's not impossible to get it's not impossible to get it right, but it'll be too late. You'll be spending more time than you could have done it during the sketching phase. Okay, so with that, we are going to take a snapshot. Wait. New, take a snapshot, save as, Miroku, WIP1, on here, Miroku, JPEG, sketch. Oh, why is it of this quality? Yes, please. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Maybe I should take a re-snapshot. Yeah, I think I should. Save as, work in progress 1. Alright. For this one, zoom out. Stretch it up. Just widening up. This one. Reposition it to be more centralized. Save as JPEG sketch. Yeah, okay, got it. Just gonna put it inside here on the share. Okay, this looks kind of light, but okay, still readable. Hi, no pro. You're not late. Now it's just the sketching phase. Oh, I think I mistook you as someone else on the Insta. I thought the logo was the same. Oh, this is different, but the color is same. Yeah. Yeah, but you're not late. Just doing the sketching phase, and we'll be moving on to the Lineart. Today we'll stop at Lineart. Yeah. 6. No, okay, all good. I'm going to find 1 week ago. There you go. Miroku, doing this. Sketch, live, work in progress, new, Yasha, hashtag. Just gonna copy. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. Yasha. gonna post this, tweet it out. I ate too full, I'm gonna fall asleep, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna grab my phone first. And we'll be back. No question here, all good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me just post on the Insta first. Ouch. Pew, 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 pew. Download. Sorry, there's no music behind because if not there will be a copyright strike. So that's one of the main reasons. Music is very sensitive, especially streaming on YouTube. So if you have any intentions to stream on YouTube, do not play music. It's gonna get you a lot of unnecessary issues. Okay, I seriously ate too much now. Boy. Wait, where is the image? Later on we'll be moving on to Lineart phase 1. Select all, copy. Do this one here. And this one. Paste. Share. YouTube.com. Yes. Oh, what? YouTube. preview. Pew 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 pew. Okay, send. Let me just get back to a message. Okay, very good. Dun, dun, dun. Let's continue with our Lineart phase 1. Just gonna make sure that all these are on the same opacity. Why some of them look darker? I'm using different color. Oh, I'm using a different brush size, no wonder. My bad. So I'm gonna make it even lower. Okay. New layer, file, arrange, new window. Remember to save your file, very important. Okay, final check. Any questions? Have you drawn any characters from BNA? No, actually some of them got asked. Draw characters from BNA. Haven't even watched the anime yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We have 4 viewers on Twitch. I'm very happy. Yes, finally more people view on Twitch. Okay, let's continue. Just admiring myself. Okay. So, I usually start off with the face because I find that the face is the hardest place to draw. So, I like to tackle this area first. 80%. Okay, let's begin. Why is it still white? Hey. Okay. Yeah, okay, all good. Okay, and remember, Lineart is being split to 3 phases. Especially if you are starting new, you are learning today, please try to keep it at the 3 phases. It's for your own good. The first phase is to draw it really, just making your sketch into a HD version. Because if you blow up a sketch, it's very pixelated. You cannot use it to print. So what you have to do, you have to blow it up, one, and after that, just redraw the lines. This is what we call line art. But now ignore all the shading, all the fancy thick and thin lines, but really just going in and following the lines that you have previously drawn and just make it into a HD version, a clearer version. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. You can see that I'm really just drawing a line and I'm moving to the other areas. I'm not making any fancy thick or thin lines. So I hope you do that as well. Why am I splitting it into 3 phases? The main reason is to prevent you from being overwhelmed. Many times when we put up our reference, it's already the final stage. Yeah. And you trying to build something, trying to create something, and you keep staring at the final stage, it's gonna overwhelm you if you have no drawing experience or you're just self-learning. You will keep thinking that how come you're not at that level yet, because it takes some time to reach there. So breaking it down into phases will keep you what it's called, emotionally controlled. So that you manage your expectation, yeah. Keep telling yourself that everything will be okay, yeah, that kind of thing, see. So yeah. Where should I curve? Oh yeah, that's the hairline. Okay, can curve it up here. Control. Okay, I'm gonna control. I really want to draw that shading there. Okay, draw the mouth. Draw the hair. Try to keep the line as similar as possible to your sketch, unless necessarily that you need to change it just to make things look nicer. Okay. Here. For this side as well. Here. Same thing for this one. Curve in. Curve. And just sticking to the sketch lines. Okay. Oh, see? Unknowingly drew this. Removing it away. Cannot draw. I know it's very tempting, but yeah. Resist. No chicken scratches, no nothing. I think this eye looks a bit small, so we're gonna just enlarge it up a bit. Just slightly bigger. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm gonna move on here. Sleeve of the character is coming in downwards here. Let me drink some water. Looks a bit weird. really simplified the hand. Okay, resist, don't draw any lines. It's simple, it's okay. Later on we will fix it up. Then the ribbon. Ooh. And then the purple rope area, as well as the normal rope area, which is the I think it's a darker purple. Okay. Something looks a bit off here. Maybe it looks too squarish. Maybe this one is too far away. Try again. It's kind of better now. Ah, almost did it. So rotate your canvas to make sure that to a position that the flow will be nice. This. Here, going outwards. Same thing for the other leg as well. So we're going to draw this one to represent the sandals later. There's a bit of details. Ah, I did it. Oh, you see the shadow. Yes. Okay. Beats. That's why I say it's very tempting, because it really is. We must resist. Okay. Okay, I should say a good example. Okay, I'm going to erase this away. We cannot have this. At least not on Tuesday and Thursday. I must set an example, especially to the young artists who are watching. When I say young, I don't mean like your actual age young, but rather young as in you can be 30, you can be 40, you can be 50. But if you just started out drawing, your drawing age is considered young. So when I say young artists, I mean people who just jump onto this train of drawing chibi. So I will consider you as young. And then if you have been drawing very long, then yeah, you're not a young artist anymore, even though if you're young. Okay, let's carry on. So that's why I always say young artists, aspiring artists. It's really your art age. It has nothing to do with your actual age. Because who knows, you can be at any age to start picking up drawing, but if you just pick it up when you're 50, you're still considered a young artist, because the knowledge and the mileage in drawing hasn't reached there yet, as compared to someone that has been drawing since maybe 10 years old and they are 20 years old now. Yeah, they are not a young artist, it's considered very mature artist. Yeah. Okay, so this is where the ring will be. I'm just gonna put it as a placeholder, same thing. And then we're gonna draw the weapons. Got the rings around. Now we can really just have some of the variations of the rings around the ring. Same thing on this side. I think it looks something like this. Hidden behind the hair area. Just gonna look at the reference a bit. Okay, can. If I'm more quiet and not speaking anything, it's because my brain is trying to process the shapes on how to break it down. Okay. Alright, something like that. Swap back just to make sure that everything looks okay. Always keep a full view of your drawing rather than just purely zooming in, so that you can always keep track on the progress and if the shapes are reading nicely and clearly. Because sometimes when you focus and draw a particular place, and when you zoom out it looks a bit weird, so you don't need to put too much effort into a place only to realize later that the drawing looks off. So always keep a full view of your drawing at all times. This is really looking like out of place, but we'll try it. I really want to try it. I want to see how weird it looks. So sometimes when I draw, I will purposely, intentionally draw these kind of extra shapes. Like, it's really detached. It's impossible to have it in real life, but I just want to try it and give it a shot. And if after painting and it doesn't look weird, with the help of shading, line art and whatnot, if everything looks like a whole package, it harmonizes, then I unlock a new ability. If it fails, then I know that I should not do it again next time. So that's what I mean by always play with your drawings. You just keep playing and trying new things. So even if I always draw the same chibi, I try to throw in this kind of weird details. Alright, we're done with phase 1. Oh, no. I thought I pressed print screen. What's that? Okay, never mind. Guess we can't print screen. Okay, snipping tool. Work in progress 2. Remember to save your file. Hiya. JPEG. Lineart 1. And throwing it into the Discord. Work in progress 2, Lineart 1. Upload. DA Prodigal Zone says, hey JR, can you please explain your chicken scratch process? Can. Later I will emphasize the chicken scratch process. So you mean inexperience? Which part? Crap. Oh, yeah, young artist. Yeah. Inexperience. Yeah, lor. Because you don't have drawing experience, so inexperience. Newbie, level 1. Yeah, there's a lot of terms lah, but that's pretty much what I meant now. Hi. Okay, Beef Will. Hi. When my drawings are transferred to my phone, the colors are extremely saturated. Do you think it's a hardware issue? Yes. If you are drawing on whatever platform and then you shift to another screen, say you're drawing from a computer, you shift it to your phone, or your phone shift it to another's phone, another one's phone, there will always be a difference. So some professionals, they buy a color calibrator thing to just calibrate the colors to the proper colors, because the only real colors will be you send it to a print shop, and then when you print it out, it looks nice or not. Because you view on different phones, pretty much there will always be a slight variation, but not too off. But if you're painting very saturated colors, then yes, the saturations will be slightly off, either desaturated or even more saturated. One thing I will advise on this kind of matter is actually, if you can, when you draw on your phone, send it to a print shop, print it out, because the print shop will be the most accurate one, and then use it as a benchmark. Should you desaturate while you start painting, or should you increase your saturation when you start painting? Viewing on other people's phone, you can't control, because it's that other people's phone. Even if you fix it, other people from maybe your fans, your followers, will be seeing another set of colors, which is either too saturated or desaturated. So yeah, this is something to take note of. And even myself right now, when I'm painting, at the start, when I send it to the print shop, and if the colors come out a bit off, and I know I cannot change the print shop settings because they are doing it for everyone and everyone seems to have no issues, then I have to start changing my color palette. Either I make it less saturated or increase the saturation or even the brightness. So this one you have to, it's really a trial and error. There's no right answer for it, but you have to keep trying, and once you hit it, then you will know how to control your colors from there on. Okay? Okay, can. Now let me just go upload again. Dun, 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 dun. But being inexperienced in drawing is better than not drawing. I always tell people this. I rather you make mistakes, and then if I can help, I help. If I can't, then you grind it out, because there's no way you keep making the same mistakes over and over again. No one. I give you do 1 + 1, you give me 3. Wrong, I tell you it's 2. You do again, wrong, wrong, wrong. 100 times, 1,000 times, you just keep doing. One day you should hit it one. But if let's say 1 + 1, you write 3, I tell you it's 2, you cannot take it. You think I'm wrong. You think the whole world against you. You think your father, mother tell you 3 is correct when the whole world tell you it's wrong. And then you die want to stick to 3, then you cannot improve. So do, really is just do. The more you do, the better you get. There's no excuse. You don't want to do, I will keep doing. I will keep improving. You don't want to do, someone else will also keep doing. You don't want to do, you'll be stagnant. You get stuck at your safe zone. Someone will keep moving. Line up. That's why I say this is the 1%. It's really like, I think at the start got a lot of people see, a lot of people draw. As the weeks pass by, maybe 1 or 2 left. I think I even can remember. I think it's Smally. Smally has been drawing every single week. So I definitely start remembering you, Smally, if you're watching. So, and yeah, people come in, they will give me a lot of things. They got questions they ask, and only time then I will know whether are you worth my time to invest and guide you even further. That's why I'm here saying the same thing over week and week, and then I'm actually observing everyone who are actually listening. The hardworking ones, you should know who you are. You're doing a very good job maintaining it. And then those who just join in, feel free to pick up this challenge. Let's see if you can continue drawing. Yeah, and yeah, we'll see, because only time will tell whether can you outlast this very intense drawing course. As simple as it looks, it's very, very difficult. Not difficult in the sense, not the drawing, it's just that the mental game of drawing a character, facing your mistakes. It need not be chibi. You can just draw a dog, a cat, your water bottle. It's just drawing. The process of drawing identify your mistakes and grinding the mileage. Can you do it? Can you take the criticism of the internet? Not me, because I won't bother to criticize anything. I rarely do it, because criticizing people doesn't improve myself. That's the most important part, which a lot of people don't understand this one. It's like there's no point to criticize someone else's work so to make yourself look good. It's the most stupid thing to do. You're not improving, neither you're helping. If you can't give a solution, then just shut up, that kind of thing. So when you throw your art to the internet, which I always tell people to do, whatever you post, throw it on the internet. It is a diary, like how people have done write diary. As an artist, you put it on the internet. It's an open diary, and then be ready to be smacked in the face by the internet. And through this process, you will learn extremely fast, especially if you have no teacher to guide you. And then if you can take the heat, then you will improve at a very quick rate. Okay, so let me just post on Instagram. There's something off with the eyes. I still find something off. Like, this is my daily struggles. This is legit my daily struggles. Sometimes I just feel that something is off, but I cannot identify it. Then I have to either, oops, crap, press wrongly. So I either wait until tomorrow or take a nap, then I can start seeing the mistakes. Sometimes I need 2 days. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, very full. It's so good. Okay. Okay, just put this on here. Just move it in here. Paste. Lineart phase 1. Pre-order here. Oh, looks so cute, this toy. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, this person commission. Share. If you are doing commissions, if you need, I don't know, if you think that is helpful, do DM me your post, or just add me in your comments in your post, so I could just do a reshare for you. Because I mean, when I open my Instagram, which is the strongest social media, at least on my end, I try to share as much as I can when I see commissions. Oh my god, this paint job is so nice. Save first. The toys. Oh my goodness. Oh damn. Okay. Sorry. Wait. What am I supposed to do? Lineart, yes. Inuyasha. 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 Link. youtube.com/JER-pencil. Okay, save. There we go. Alright. That was helpful, thanks. Hey, no problem, Beef Will on Twitch. No problem. Okay. I'm drawing a different character, but I'm still trying to get things to learn from others in these your drawings. Good, very good. Yeah. Learn, try. Keep giving it a shot. Okay. Alright. Now we move on to phase 2. So, phase 1, is what I call the HD version of your sketch. Nothing more, nothing less. No chicken scratches, no thick outlines, there's no thin lines. It's literally just lines from your sketches, and then you just bring it over to make it a printable version, that's all. But that being said, it's not presentable to clients. It looks a bit too simple to show it to your fans as an end product. So we still have to move on to enhance the lines. Just think it like a game character, you need to buff it up a bit. Okay, so now phase 2, we're gonna do the thick outline. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one here. So for my thick outlines, some of you probably have already noticed the way I do things. I'm doing a double work job here. I do a outline, and then I just control my pen pressure and draw another line over it, just to create the effect of there's a depth kind of thing. Don't really know how to explain. Some say it looks like a marker kind of feel. Some say it looks like water painting. So there are many different sayings. I'm not sure which one is more accurate. Or because I don't do markers and water painting. But most importantly is when I'm looking at it from an overview, a full view perspective, it looks quite interesting. That's my main concern. Yeah, I don't want it to look dull, so I try to keep it more interesting. Okay, and then we're gonna do this one here. Then we're gonna curve it up. Now the cheek is very important. It really make or break your chibi. So for me, I always tend to undo the most in this area. So trying to hit the right curve. Sometimes it just doesn't feel right. This one looks okay. Alright. Same thing, resist the chicken scratches, resist those little lines in between your drawings. We are really just targeting the frame. We are just thickening the outline, that's it. Don't give in to the temptation. Okay, let's draw the beats here. So if your schedule allows you to draw more often, because maybe you have more break time and you do enjoy drawing, this most important thing must be enjoy. Yeah, I can teach you, I can explain as detailed as possible, but if you find that chibi, no matter how you draw, you don't really enjoy it, then maybe now chibi is not your thing. Then keep finding. Maybe you like to draw animals, maybe you like to draw handsome guys, maybe you like to draw beautiful girls, that kind of thing. But most important thing is keep trying, keep finding out what is your interest. And when you meet the art block, then draw something that you usually don't draw. You will get out from art block quicker. It won't be an immediate thing, but definitely quicker rather than not drawing at all. And of course, mileage. Whenever I'm drawing things, I want to remind you that whatever you're seeing live right now, even on other days, is someone that has been drawing for many years. To be specific, I think it would be like 12 years. Yeah, 12 years. So if you are just drawing, when I say 12 years means from when I was 18, I start picking up drawing. Now I'm 30. I've been drawing for 12 years. So let's say you're 40 and you just start picking up drawing now. It's 1 year or even 1 month. Don't rush. Don't expect your drawing to be what you see on the screen. Don't expect your drawing to be what you buy from the anime shop. Don't expect your drawing to be the same as your reference or your art book. That's a killer mistake. It's a really the mistake that drive a lot of artists down the give up route. So don't do that. I'm here to remind you that if you don't give up, you will be like what you see in your reference. You will reach what you are looking at the art book, Twitter, a big safe site, but only if you don't give up. So it's very important. So I'll remind you every time during the class on this matter. Okay, so I'm just gonna really going in and getting all these lines out first. Then later when we do the chicken scratches, then I'm gonna emphasize on where, or at least put some words to tie down the thought process on the chicken scratches. Okay. So I'm gonna do this one here, curve the lines. Again, don't draw anything that's inside, really just focusing on the outer lines. There's someone around my neighborhood that's screaming. If the mic is picking up, someone's shouting. It's coming from downstairs. Okay. I'm just gonna curve this one up. Okay, curve this one as well. Oh yeah, okay, so just a random thought just came to my head. So if you have been drawing with this Chibi tutorial, and during your free time you have been drawing as well, go ahead, do the numbers, like 001, or even call it 01 or even 1. And then whenever you hit 10, 20, 30, then you put the comparison between, like what I did today, the first drawing and against the 10th drawing, or even the 10th drawing against the first drawing. And then when you hit your 20 drawing, you put a 20 against the first drawing. Always compare to the first drawing, and then you post it up on the internet. The main takeaway I want you to have is, I want you to witness your own improvement. Putting it inside your computer, viewing it in whatever programs you have, it's nice. But when you put it on social media, you let the world see, that's one. And two, you view it through the social media app, because you're so used to seeing this kind of comparison images by your favorite artists. Be a viewer and see yourself putting up. The satisfaction is very overwhelming, it's very motivating. You will definitely improve, I can say for sure. Even if you haven't reached your 10th drawing, you will definitely see or realize that you improve one way or the other. Maybe not a lot, but there will be. And why I don't compare your 20 to the 10 or 30 to the 20 is because I want you to see a bigger difference. 10 to the 1, 20 to the 1, 30 to the 1. And with that, as you keep doing it, it will keep pushing you to even draw more. Because usually people will only want to invest time in things when they see a benefit or when they see results. That's human nature. There's nothing wrong with it. So when you're always comparing with yourself, not with others, but rather yourself, it will one way or the other push you to even be happier and be more eager to finish up your next drawing. Yeah. This is some ways I find to actually motivate myself to draw. It's very tiring to draw every day. I don't have that much energy to keep drawing every day, because I still got other responsibility to do, to go and settle. But I try to find this kind of little gimmicks just to trick the brain to just go an extra mile, just draw an extra stroke, draw an extra character. So yeah, maybe you can try it. It works, definitely it works for me. I feel very motivated, although it's very stressful. Have I improved and stuff like that, but once you hit it, you put it out, then yeah, you'll see the results. Okay, so no frame, phase 1, phase 2 with a frame. No frame, frame. Okay, again, zoom in, we're gonna take a snapshot. Oh no, the snapping start happening already. Okay, can remember to save your file. Here, snipping 2, new, practice, save as, work in progress 3, and then over here, save it as JPEG, as Lineart 2. Okay, same thing. Throw into Discord. Do you watch art tutorials or sign up like Skillshare, Class 101 or other platforms? I don't watch art tutorials, at least not the chibi ones. I do watch art live stream, like the Japanese ones. Like I do some speed painting, like draw sexy girls on, usually the sexy illustrations. Yeah, I like to see those a lot. Sign up Skillshare, no, I don't have. Class 101, no. This kind of platform, no, don't have. I used to, when I was 18, 19, when I was a student, I want to do this kind of things, but now I don't, because I realize is, if I keep drawing and just looking at the illustrations on Twitter, especially Twitter, I will always mention that the Twitter gods. Yeah, those Twitter gods out there. So I rather than always seeing how people do things, I like to take finished illustrations, and with my own understanding, I decipher, and then I try to use my own methods to achieve the same results. So in this way, one thing for sure is the mimicking factor will be pushed to the lowest. Even if, let's say, I'm trying to use the same color palette, I'm using my eyeball to pick the colors, the instinct when I post it on the internet, and here's the very important part, the instinct when I post it on the internet, the instinct of the viewers when they see, they won't feel as if that, oh, this one is the who and who's style, oh, you're drawing like the who and who style, that kind of thing. So if I were to follow, even from the drawing phase, the way of handling colors, the way of handling lines, down to the bones of just really mimicking the whole process, I would just be another version of the artist. As a student, it's okay, perfectly fine. You need to hold someone's hand to get to somewhere. But as of now, I have already more or less found what I want to draw, more or less understand my own workflow, my own emotion, and how to control all these things. Then I'll just use whatever foundation I've built and just carry on. Yeah. So if you are learning, this platform will be good for you. But with that said, the mileage needs to be done, the grinding needs to be done, and the mistakes needs to be made. Then you can reach there. And once you hit that, when you start selling your stuff, when your fans start coming in and supporting you, then you have to start finding your own identity. If not, you'll just be living in someone else's shadow. So this is why I always tell people, once you know how to draw, then you need to be daring to venture out already. Yeah. Yes, Silver, why are you here? Yes, it's a Chibi masterclass. It's very, very hard. It's not easy. Yes, Lex Sensei. Yeah, Lex Sensei. Yes. I think he's the only person I watch, because I really admire that speed. My goodness, that speed. That 1 hour progress. That 1 hour 30-minute progress. My goodness. Yeah. Okay, let me just throw it out here first. Yeah, the frame. Check. Bum bum bum. Okay. Phase 2. See, people 1 hour 30-minute from nothing, got shading everything. Why 2 hour only line art? Walao eh. Still got a lot of things to learn. I'm still learning. I haven't reached my bottleneck yet. I think there are more to be explored. I feel that maybe I only explored, my gut feeling says maybe 12%. There are more things to explore. I still haven't understand the whole chibi thing yet. But I definitely restrict myself. I set a rule for myself. Don't look at other chibi artists. Because I don't want to subconsciously, not consciously. Consciously is very easy, but subconsciously, whether is it following the eye shape, following a shape language, I don't want to make that mistake subconsciously. So I really restrict myself. Okay. Okay, let me just go post out my Instagram. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Scrolling down here. Just grab it. Pew, 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 pew. Download from Discord. I think my phone memory gonna max out already if I continue like that. inertia. Pull down here, put it down, and then go in here, web link, youtube.com/JR Pencil. Whew, okay. So we left with 24 minutes. We should be done. Okay, drink some water. I just said no chicken scratches. I've been doing here. Oh, the snapping. Here, see, subconsciously. Here, why is there a dot here? And the ponytail. This is the folding lines. Still not so bad, but yeah. This is what I meant by muscle memory, subconscious things you just do it unknowingly. Is that dangerous? So yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna move in to do the phase 3, which is the thickening of lines and chicken scratches. Okay. So for chicken scratches, what does it really mean? And at least make some sense when I explain. Is for instance, this is a ball. Okay, let me just make a new layer. So for instance, this is a ball, and we usually, when we shade the ball, something like this. Correct? Okay, now I'm going to remove the lines. I should have duplicated it. Let me just duplicate first. Okay. So when we shade the ball, it can be like that. And when we put chicken scratches on a line art without shading or any colors, it really means just following the pattern. These lines represents the shading, or rather the curved parts. Whether you want to connect it this way or all the way down, it really is a personal preference. For me, I just like to put it like that, not connected. And then over here, I want just to put more. Just like the flow, you know, the ball has this, it looks like that. So I'm doing the flow of how a ball, if have a frame, a wire frame, like the 3D, that kind of thing, is like a frame, a netting around it. These lines are actually following the contour. I think that's the word, the contours of the shape. I won't put a line suddenly right smack in the middle like that. Yeah. So usually I will just follow the shape. So if let's say it's a square, then it's pretty much like that or like that. You can do curve aside. It's really the diagonal lines is like pretty much not going against with the thing, because it's the wireframe is probably something like that. Then that's where you start breaking the rules just to make it look nicer a bit. If it does, if not, just stick to the basic ones first, which is horizontal and vertical. So this is really just putting some theory on the chicken scratches, on how I'm gonna apply it. And the more you do, you'll start realizing that you can break certain rules, because certain situations will make it look nicer if you break the rules of this kind of chicken scratches theory. So yeah, this is just some basic explanation on where I put them and what's the reason behind it. Okay, so I'm just going to put this at the side so later you can use as reference. And let's begin. Ta-da! I love this part. So immediately I can start identifying where I'm going to put the chicken scratches or the dotted lines, because usually has a shadow area. And I'm going to thicken this finally. I've been seeing it like so weird for the past hour. Finally can just go in and tackle this part. Finally looks cute. Okay, so, and then here as well. Okay. Still looks weird what's wrong? But never mind. We'll still move on to other parts first. This eyebrow here. Then here as well. I'm putting some lines. Curving downwards. Maybe not here. Don't want it to be too close. Extra lines. Curving. Shadows over here. Shadow lines. Now this is shadow lines behind. Going with the contour just to fill up the gap. Same thing here, going with the contour. Shading the shade of the neck from the head. Some of the folding lines because of the stretch mark, the stretching of the rope. Same thing over here. The ribbon, the lines are thicker at the bottom area due to the shadow. Same thing, some chicken scratches, some lines to show that it's going downwards. Thicker on the top because of the shading. They are slightly thickened again, the bottom area. The ring, same thing for the shadow area. Emphasizing the rod because it's nearer to the camera. The camera means the viewer in this sense, so it's nearer to my eye as compared to the legs and other parts of the body because it's on the front. It's a frontal, yeah. So it has to be thicker. Again, chicken scratches below, thick and thin, up to you. You decide. Adding some line weights inside here. Shading. The oversimplified hand. Again, shading. Okay. More line weight. Again, chicken scratches. And more line weights here as well. Some thick to thin and a bit of thickness. Again, going with the contour. Going with the contour. Adding more because it's really simple. Look at it, there's no patterns and anything. It really relies on the shading later on, so it's gonna put a lot of stress to the coloring phase, so I'm gonna just cheat my way through. I'm just gonna draw more lines first just to fill it up, because my rendering skill, the blending, haven't reached that level yet, so I'm just gonna add more lines. Don't put too much, you know, it looks like it's been used a lot of time like the rope. Just gonna put like that. Just gonna put this on here. Then this as well. Put this one down here as well. This eye shape. See, even I also face this kind of issue. I hope it will give you some motivation that even JR face issues. Even after drawing so many chibi. Really struggling. I'm not hiding anything. I'm really struggling. That I feel something is off, but I cannot identify what's off. I hope by Thursday I can see it. Or maybe it's just bothered by some things. The vibe isn't there. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes on this. Trying to get you right. Nope. Why? This looks okay. This looks okay, but why? What's the theory part? Is it the bottom need to be thinner? It's a bit too long. I need to resort to drawing some lines. See, this extra dot is not needed. No, it still looks weird. Oh, maybe it's this line. Okay, let's try again. Oh, maybe it's this part. Because it's not. Ah. This is what I meant by I still got a lot of things to explore. I think I'm only hitting 12%. Because maybe this one isn't connected and it's slightly lower. That's too high to emphasize here. So now that I have this one, then you just draw here. Change the shape a bit more towards here. Yes. Okay. I think we got it. So the shape needs to be going this way, same as the top part here. Because just now I was doing like this way, it's like going against. So now it's going inside here. I just need to control the lines a bit. Bit too thick. If it's too thick, it's like bringing the wrong attention to it. See, that's why I erased the nose. Oh no, the nose had been erased a long time ago. Didn't notice. Okay, so far so good. And then we just need to make the eye slightly longer. No. Make the eye slightly longer. It's a bit too long. Okay. Okay. We'll just leave it as it is. We emphasize the beats here. So as you can see, this is a real situation. During live stream, during class, struggling. I hope this can put you what is it called? Putting myself and showing you the very real, it's not scripted, everything. That situations do occur, even drawing so many times. Even some things that I don't understand what's wrong. It's like, you know, the kind of problem that only you yourself find there's a problem, and the people around you just like, yeah, it doesn't look weird. Like, you know there's something off. That's the biggest problem with drawing. Sometimes it's just really unexplainable. It can be quite frustrating. Spend a whole lot of time just to fix one small little line issue. So same thing here, all these lines, try to have some thick and thin. So thick, thin. It's really the word thick and thin. It's a thick, thin, and you just end with thick. So, okay, some chicken scratches. Right, and that's it for the phase 3. Let me just see any questions. Hi. Hey, Shikai, hi, hello. I only view your streams for a few minutes at a time, but I would like to say your inspiration to have as a beginner. Thank you very much. No. You're welcome. DA Prodigal Zone. Do you give feedback on other people, their drawings? I don't give feedbacks because number one, I don't criticize. I don't critique. Like, I won't tell you where you go wrong and stuff like that. But if you don't send it to me. Number one, don't DM me. If you want me to at least see, you can always post it on your Instagram or join the Discord. Put it on Share Your Art, the channel which is over here. Share Your Art here. Usually other people, you will see, yeah, see, like Smally, you're gonna put your stuff here, or Breaker, Kun, you put your stuff here. Main reason is when you put it up to a platform for everyone to see, somehow, somewhere, when you look it from a viewer perspective, you yourself sort of can understand where you need to improve on. Why? Because you're throwing it. Why are you here? What? What? How come you're here? Yeah. So when you put yourself in with other people, the pool of art, immediately there's a comparison. Subconsciously, your eyes will start to adjust. Rather than you only view on your own screen, there's nothing to compare with. That's one. Number two, even if you put here, for the first few times, probably I'll give you and say, okay, good job. Very positive stuff. It's really just to push you a bit more. And the more you draw, like for Smally, you start to realize that I pretty much either just give you a thumbs up. Like for this one, I didn't even give a thumbs up. Yeah, so either I give you a thumbs up and I just continue drawing my stuff. Why? Because it's a normal process. You should be drawing. Yeah, and this is the most hard part. Last time I used to give critique and I realized that people don't follow up. And it's really an insult to my time. I have only 24 hours. I want to do things that I enjoy. So unless you're paying me to give you a very detailed breakdown on where you want to improve and stuff like that, so that it justifies I'm using my time to help you improve. If not, it's really putting here, giving you positive stuff, because I enjoy typing positive stuff. I really do. And then yeah, and the rest of the stuff is up to you to continue drawing. So this is, I find, as a it's not targeting to anyone, but it's a very normal trend, things that people just draw one and then they just stop drawing, and out of maybe 100 people, then maybe only 2 people will just continue. So that's why I purposely name it 1%, because it's really 1%. And Mango, stop typing. I know you're watching. And why are you watching? You're not even drawing. Go away. I'm not an artist. Why are you watching? My goodness. Yeah. No, because the whole idea on DMing, some people do, because they are private profile. And when I see those people who DM me, are really very young, I can feel that they are really young children. And I'm not really harsh to young children. I'm not that bad. So their profile page shows that they are like maybe 7 years old, 8 years old, and then they're really drawing with their color pencil and stuff. So yeah, I will just give them, yeah, nice job, well done. Then put the fire emoji. Yeah, those kind of stuff. I'll do that. Yes. Yeah, I know you're an adult. So exactly whatever I'm saying now is really targeting to you if you are a teenager, young adult and stuff like that. I want you to really put yourself, if you're serious okay, it's really targeting to those who really want to improve. So put yourself out to the world, and then let the world see you, get smacked by the society, the whole internet people. And then you improve. Okay. Mango, my goodness. Has your art ever been stolen before? Tons. Many times. Stolen many times before. Kind of used to it, like what Mango say, so don't really care. Like I said, I only have 24 hours. I don't even have time to play my kids most of the time. So that's what I mean by I don't want to spend my time on other places. So if people steal, maybe I can get more fans one way or the other. So yeah. I really just want to draw my stuff. Yeah, that's the weird part about me, huh? Yes. I don't want to go away, like yo. My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put it up here. Oh shit, yeah, so much talking. I don't even save this. Let's see. JPEG Lineart 3. So again, I don't expect all of you, especially Mango, to draw like me, invest the time like me. It's really insane. The people around you gonna like weird out, like why are you doing this, that kind of thing, especially when you haven't made a name out for yourself. So if you're drawing during your hobby, your free time, you're drawing and stuff like that, I'm more than welcome you tag me in your Instagram post or Facebook. Facebook is, I don't really get a lot of traction there, but Instagram, I'm more than welcome you to add me, whether in your description or just a comment or even tag, and then yeah, I will try my best to reshare your artwork to my fan base, and hopefully among the fan base someone also like your artwork and you just gain extra followers and stuff. See it as a form of motivation, but of course I will only repost your stuff if I see a consistent effort in your posting lah. So like today you draw, then okay, 3 days later you draw, and then you'll be add me 5 days you draw. Okay, I see, okay, not bad. Okay, then you deserve a reshare. So these are some things that hopefully one way or the other can also motivate you. And I know there are also a lot of young artists that follow my Instagram and they see it as a form of inspiration. So by resharing your work, you also add as an inspiration to the young artists who are on the fence, whether should they try, should they not. And if they start seeing that more beginners are stepping up to try, in a way also will motivate them to also give it a shot. So yeah. Okay, and let me pause. I've been talking so much, I should start moving. And why is Bell Draws here? Well, shut up, go on. Why are you here? No wonder the Twitch numbers going up, because you're all here. Alamak, I thought got what thing? I thought suddenly, how come got what Inuyasha Twitch people like to see Inuyasha? What the hell? Alamak, make me happy only. No, what? There is a delay. Got delay. The shop only got one screen. I'm looking at one screen. If you see my screen not looking at the chat, then I don't know anyone talking about. Aiyo. Okay, I'm gonna post it up here. And then yeah, so if you are just here for the drawing thing, pretty much today we hit 9:30 and that's it. We accomplished the lineup. So although it's a very simple character, there's actually still a process. Whether is it like last week's character? Let me just pull out the records. Okay, just give me a second. So I'm gonna let me this one here, this one, and another tweet. Phase 3. Let me just give me a moment. Okay, I'll just ignore the Instagram part first. I just want to show you this one. So, like for last week, Siobi from Arc Knights. This one. No, this is a GIF. No. Where are you? Yeah, okay. So if you, no, that's still not a good example. Yeah, okay, this one. Alright, so just gonna blow it up a bit. So even for last week character, which is very complicated in the sense that there's a lot of details going on and everything else. Yep, we did until phase 4, which is the one over here. But the same process, it's the same thing. Number 1, which is the HD version of the sketch. And number 2, which is phase 2, is the frame. Nothing more, nothing less. Same thing, I didn't resist doing subconsciously adding this kind of strokes. But if you can, remind yourself, don't do it. Number 3, oops, adding in the chicken scratches, thickening certain lines just to make things look more interesting. And if there's a lot of details, move on to phase 4, even trying to carve out even more details. So the key thing to take away from this is not how what is it called? It's not, there's no fixed way on drawing things, as in like fixed way in the sense that all the sleeve must be rectangle, all the hair must be triangle so it looks cute. No, that is not, but rather the fixed way, which is this process of breaking things down so that you're not overwhelmed no matter how complicated your reference is or how simple your reference is. The common misunderstanding is if the reference is very simple, I got nothing to draw, so obviously this is what it should look like. No, a simple character, on the contra, I think the word is on, or the opposite, is harder to draw because you have to find details. You'll struggle to make it look nice if there's not enough lines inside, and then if your painting skills isn't there, you don't know how to add in more colors to make it look natural, it's going to look very bland and it's going to look very simple and pale. So especially when you're drawing simple drawings, you have to put in even more effort to just make it look interesting. One good example will be, if you have no experience or never tried before, try looking up Hello Kitty, try looking up Rilakkuma, try drawing them. You'll find that you can't really replicate the cuteness. Why? Because there's this golden ratio that has been created by the artists behind it. So even if you have the right components, you'll find that this kind of drawings, you're unable to draw it as nice. So this is the key thing I always tell people. The simpler a drawing is, the more effort you have to put in to make it look at least the same quality or even cuter. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, any last questions before we end this swim? 6 and 3 is the people I know. Damn. I usually draw with color pencils because I can't afford digital equipment. Yes, I don't have experience in color pencils, but make use of all equipments. And then with your limited equipments, use it as your strength, post it on Instagram. Because if you can use color pencils and draw very nicely, people will be amazed. And before you know it, people actually want you a commission and stuff like that. Because if you didn't realize, is even myself, when I have the same equipment and I see someone else's have the same equipment and they draw even better, I'm very amazed and I wish I could be like that. So people will be amazed if you can do something very good with your limited equipments, and they'll look up to you. Stolen before, I won't say stolen, but people are inspired to draw. And just like myself, when I was 18, I look up to artists and I'll use the word copy. I'll copy their style because I wish I want to be like that. There's nothing wrong. Many young artists don't understand this thing, or rather they are afraid, or many people misunderstand that copying is a taboo. If you're not selling or making or claiming it as your own, there's nothing wrong. You have to follow someone, whether is it cooking, driving. You have to learn from a teacher. Even if you go and learn math, you're using a formula from someone. There's nothing original, to be really honest. And then it's only through learning and then grinding, mileage, then you will achieve your own. But some people decided to, with the grinding and everything else, and they still claim it as theirs. Then that's where people will start pointing fingers. Social justice warrior will start coming out and say, hey, this is someone else's style and stuff. So I did that. Many young artists right now are following my style of drawing. I'm very happy. That's why I decided to even push even more in opening up this kind of classes and voicing out how am I thinking, how am I approaching, so that they can draw better and draw even faster, and hopefully don't be like me, take 12 years just to achieve this result, but rather they can achieve it within 2 to 3 years, that kind of thing lah, huh? No problem, Smally, you're welcome. No problem, you're welcome, no pro. And thank you everyone else. And let's see, wise words there. Mango, bells, mango. Yeah. Why chicken stretch your art? What's your art? Okay, can. Alright, and yeah, that's the end for today. Feel free again, add me, and then I'll be more than happy to share your stuff. But make sure you also put in the effort. I'll see you on Thursday. We'll be coloring Miroku. Yes, Miroku on Thursday. Okay, and bye bye.